fans, and welcome to Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick. I'm Brian the Hashman, and it's Sunday, November 24th, 2024. As always, in the words of the immortal hockey great Badger Bob Johnson, it's a great day for hockey. Well, hockey fans, a very quiet Sunday in the NHL today. We only have one game taking place tonight, so this is forcing me to do a same-game parlay, which I have no problem with. Let's get right into my first prediction, and we're looking at a game between the fifth place in the Central Division's 8, 9, and 3 Utah Yetis. They're traveling into Toronto tonight to face off with the 12, 6, and 2 first place in the Atlantic Division's Toronto Maple Leafs. This game's a 7 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, and it takes place at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This game is the first of just two regular season meetings between these two teams, and the Utah Yetis are here in their third game of a four-game road trip, and they're also here on the second half of a back-to-back, having defeated the Penguins 6-1 in Pittsburgh last night. While the Toronto Maple Leafs are here today in their third and final game of a three-game homestand, and they're currently on a three-game winning streak, and they're coming off of 3 days rest. The Toronto Maple Leafs are currently winning 75% of their home games this season. They have a record of 9-3 at Scotiabank Arena, while the Utah Yetis, they're now 4-5-2 on the road this season after last night's victory in Pittsburgh. I do like the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight here at home, where Leafs starting goaltender Anthony Stolarz has a 6-2 record on home ice this season with a 1.9 goals against average. So for my first prediction, I like the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I like them to win in regulation for added value at home versus the Utah Yetis tonight. For my second prediction in tonight's game, I'm looking at player props, and even though the Utah Yetis will probably have some tired legs maybe halfway through the game here, I think they're still going to get some shots on goal. And I'm looking at Utah Yetis centerman Logan Cooley. He's been consistently putting shots on his opponent's goals since the beginning of the season. And in 20 games played this season, Cooley has recorded 41 shots on goal. So that's over 2 shots on goal per game average. And in his last 5 games played, he's recorded 12 shots on goal. Again, over 2 shots on goal per game average. And in 11 games played on the road this season, Cooley has recorded 25 shots on goal. So he does get his shots on opponents' nets on the road this season. So for my second prediction, I like Utah Yetis forward Logan Cooley to get over 1.5 shots on goal today at the Toronto Maple Leafs. For my third prediction, unfortunately for the Utah Yetis, their starting goaltender, Connor Ingram, who is definitely one of my favorites this season, he's still on the IR until November 29th. And with Veljmelka having played in last night's game, it looks like third-string goaltender Jackson Stauber will be getting the nod tonight to start in goal for the Yetis. And he was called up from the Yetis' AHL affiliate, the Tucson Roadrunners, where in 7 games played this season, he has a 5-2 record with a 2.29 goals against average and a .902 save percentage. And Jackson hasn't seen NHL action since the 22-23 season, where he played 6 games with the Chicago Blackhawks. He had a 5-1 record with the Blackhawks, a 2.81 goals against average, and a .911 save percentage that season. And Stauber last faced the Toronto Maple Leafs back on February 19th of 2023. He faced 35 shots on goal by the Maple Leafs, and he only allowed 3 goals. So he is an exceptional goaltender, and well earned that he was called up in Connor Ingram's absence tonight. But on the flip side of things tonight for Stauber and his Yetis, in 3 of the last 5 games played, the Toronto Maple Leafs have scored 4 goals versus their opponents. They beat Montreal 4-1 in Toronto on November 9th. They beat the Capitals 4-3 in overtime in Washington on November 13th. And they beat the Edmonton Oilers 4-3 in overtime as well in Toronto on November 16th. So for my third prediction, I like the Toronto Maple Leafs to get over 3.5 total goals scored tonight at home versus the visiting Utah Yetis. Thanks for watching my video, hockey fans. As always, if you enjoyed my video and my predictions, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up by slashing that like button down below. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please share my channel with your friends, coworkers, colleagues, your neighbors, anyone you think that would be interested in watching the Hashmans Daily 3 NHL Predictions. Please also put your comments in the comment section below, letting me know what you think of my predictions and letting me know what your predictions are, because not just me, but everyone in my Hashmans Hockey Hat-trick community would like to know what everyone's predictions are so we can all help one another to beat the books tonight. Thanks again for watching, hockey fans. As always, good luck with your bets. Let's all win big tonight.